This is a video by Richmond. Today we're working on a 1979 Chevrolet K20 pickup, and this is my baby right here. Doesn't look like much, but she's a very nice truck. And what we're doing today is we are putting in a video backup camera system. Here is the camera that we're going to be using by this company right here. It's a PLCM 36. Here's the monitor, and here is the camera. I would like to show you what it looks like, but I've already mounted it. And the reason for that is that it didn't go as planned, so I had to redo things. So what you're going to do is see the finished product, but I'll show you how it went together. Now, these are the directions, and this is the warranty card. Look at this. This is the directions. This is what followed me up. All right, I'm going to get closer so you can see it here. Now, look at these are the only directions you have on this unit. Here's the camera over here. It shows you power to the camera, red 12 volts, black ground, and the yellow connection RCA cable that goes up to the monitor. It says nothing about powering the monitor. So what happened was I got it all connected and the monitor never went on. When we go out there, you'll see that the monitor will have two yellow connections and a red. And the yellow connection will go to from the video camera. One says video, one says camera. And the red one is the one that has to go down, has a red and a black wire for ground and power. But it says nothing in here about that. So I got the thing all hooked up, monitor wouldn't light, so then I'm scratching my head, and I figured it out, and we got it going. So beware of that if you use this particular camera, that you will have to power your monitor by the red connector on it. So that's a little problem I had. Alright, let's go out and take a look at it. Now here's the camera mounted on the back of my truck. Now this is plexiglass. So you can see what I did is I drilled two holes through there, and I had this on the inside of the plexiglass to keep it from the elements. And what happened was it snapped the ends off right there. So I had to modify it, and I still used it on the inside, and I didn't like it shooting through here. So what I did is I remounted it on the outside and drilled a hole up here in the steel, and it had to drill a ½ inch hole, and it's the double bulkhead through here. Probably would have been better if I went above here to the single bulkhead. Anyways, I drilled it, and then I had to take a small file it so the wire would go down away from the hole, and there are two connections that comes out of this single wire right here, power and video. Anyways, I got it through. There's a grommet there. We seal it with silicone. So that's our camera mounting right there. Let's go inside and take a look at the inside. Okay, you can see that the wire comes through the metal right there. And right here is we have the connections that come from the camera. The yellow one being the video, black one being power. And that's your little pigtail wire, about that long. What's that, about 14 inches or so? And then we have the other wires that they give you. This one right here is the long video wire that goes up to the camera, and then this one right here is the ones that you will use for your power and ground. And we come all the way down, and it comes right down the side here. Now this is the corner of the cab back here, and you can see that I drilled a hole for the grounding wire from the camera, and the red splice right here is spliced into this wire right here that they don't give you, that goes up to the fuse box. So I've got this routed underneath the seat and underneath the floor mat. Now here's the fuse box where we tied our wires in. Now, right, let me see here. See this one right here? This is the wire that comes from the seat, and she's hooked into the accessory terminal of the fuse box. And this one right here goes up to power the monitor, which goes into the terminal for the AC. This truck doesn't have AC, so we have a switchable terminal right there at our fuse panel. And of course, this other little wire right here is our ground that goes over to the, I've got a ground screw over here on the side. And so that's the ground for the monitor. Okay, now here's our wires. This is the red wire that they don't tell you anything about. This one right here has to power the monitor. And then you've got another one that says video. And then we have this one which goes to the camera. So those are our wires that go up to the monitor. And here's a look at our monitor that we have on our dash. She's a beautiful dash, huh? Oh, she's still a good truck. 3.5 by 3.5. You know, for the amount of money you spend for this, $50, you're not going to get a 7-inch monitor. So beware of that. If you want a 7-inch, you're going to spend twice the money. And once we got everything hooked up, this is what happens. There's that picture. Let me get a little closer so you can get a good look at it. And here is the picture that you see. Not too bad, huh? Now when I'm backing up, I don't have to cram my head. I can see what the back of the truck is doing. I mean, yes, I can't see directly underneath the bumper, but I wasn't concerned about that anyways. This is exactly what I was looking for. All in all, it's not too bad. It's a little bit on the cheap side, and the directions are non-existent. I give them 1 star for that. Okay, everybody, I'm going to give you a ride. Here we go. We're going to back it up. Whoop. Got to put it in reverse first. This is hard to hold this camera. A little rough here. So far so good. We're clearing everything. Almost there. There we go. That wasn't that bad. So that's all there is to installing a backup camera in your beautiful Chevy pickup truck.